Okay, the other day I had gotten some of this ice cream, Signature Select chocolate peanut butter cup ice cream. I got it at Shaw's. They also sell it at Albertsons, and then there's a couple places they sell it down south in the stores down there. But it is absolutely delicious. And so I thought to myself, what can I make with this? Because I had some extra left over, and I bought 5 containers of it. I thought, you know what, I'm going to try making a cake out of chocolate ice cream. So what I figured out was, I did a couple experiments, and I take a cup and a half of this ice cream, chocolate peanut butter, what is it? Chocolate peanut butter cup. Okay. And you can do this with old ice cream that's gotten a little crunchy at the top and not very good. And a cup and a half of ice cream. There's a cup, all approximately, of course. And well, that's a little more than a cup and a half. Okay, put that back. Okay, so this is a cup and a half of ice cream. I know it makes a mess. I'm going to stick this, I can either let this melt or stick it in the microwave. I'm going to make another one of these later for our body. Okay? Now, here's the ice cream. I'm going to put this in the microwave and let it melt for maybe a minute. And then I'm going to use peanut butter in the mix. Peanut butter in it. Unsweetened cocoa. Woo! I almost lost my eggs. Can't lose your eggs. Unsweetened cocoa. This says chocolate chips, but it's cocoa. Unsweetened cocoa. Oil. Oil. 2 eggs. 3/4 a cup of sugar. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And then 2/3 of a cup of half and half. And a teaspoon of vanilla. I made one of these. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. And then the frosting I'm going to use, there's a picture of that right there. There's the recipe. You can see it. I kind of played around with it for a while. I went back to 2 eggs, and I added some, went up to 2/3 cup from there, from 3/4 cup down. And the frosting is 1/4 cup of cream cheese softened, 1/2 cup of peanut butter, 1/2 cup, 1/4 cup of butter, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 1/4 cup of half and half, and then enough confectionery sugar to make consistency of paint for your frosting. Absolutely amazing. My melted ice cream. Got chunks of chips in it and all kinds of stuff in it. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful ice cream. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Okay, so to this, now you could probably measure this and make it a cup and a half. Okay. To this I'm going to add 1/3 cup of peanut butter. And my 1/3 cup in my peanut butter. You can use crunchy peanut butter, you can use any kind of peanut butter you like. Okay, peanut butter. Okay, 1/3 cup of peanut butter. Around 1/3 cup. Okay. You could probably use this in your mixer too. In your, you know, electric mixer. But this makes such a nice peanut buttery taste. Okay. Put your oven on to 375. 375. Okay. 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Well, now that cup's dirty. And 1/3 cup. Okay. 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. 1/3 cup. Okay. 1/3 cup of oil. I can use peanut butter cup because it's dirty already, so 1/3 cup of oil. Okay. And 2 eggs. mix through here. Three-quarters of a cup of sugar. Sugar. Three-quarters of a cup of sugar. And mix this up. It is chocolatey and peanut buttery. Now I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1.5 cups of flour. Now this is pastry flour, so 1.5 cups of flour. You can use all purpose. There's a half. There's 1. And 1.5. Not much flour there. Okay? And teaspoon of vanilla extract. Teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now 2/3 of a cup of half and half. Where's my third cup? Okay, 2/3 of a cup. That's 1/3 of a cup. Good. So 2/3 of a cup of half and half. 1/3, 2/3. Get your electric mixer out and mix this up if you want. And that's it. My electric mixer is right here. Boom, boom, boom. Old school. Turntable. Beautiful. Isn't that lovely? Your oven is preheated to 375 and you cook it 30 to 40 minutes. You use a toothpick to stick it in there to make sure it's cooked through. There it is. Spray my pan. Spray my pan. That's a lot of stuff to go in that little pan. You could probably put in 2 pans, but I only got 1 pan here ready, so. Okay, and that's it. Now that's going to pop up really nice. There it is. You put it in the oven for 375 to 30 to 40 minutes. We'll take it out when it's ready. Okay. It's been a little longer. I put a toothpick in here. Another cake in here too. There we go. Keep that one in there for another 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So that timer 1. 5 minutes there. Good. Okay. I took the toothpick and stuck it in here. And it came out clean. No dough on it or anything. So this is cooked. There it is. And I will put the cream cheese frosting on it when it cools. Okay, for the frosting we use 2 ounces of cream cheese. 2 ounces of cream cheese, 1/4 cup. 2 ounces of cream cheese. Half a cup of peanut butter. Half a cup of peanut butter. Except I'm going to melt this. I'm going to melt this in the microwave for just 30 seconds to get it soft. Actually, just 15 seconds. Get this soft. 15 seconds on the cream cheese. Here's the peanut butter. And then a quarter of a cup of butter. I'm going to estimate this. Quarter of a cup of butter. Quarter of a cup of butter. You can measure it. I'm going to estimate it. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Teaspoon of vanilla. A quarter of a cup of half and half. I'm going to estimate this also. Quarter of a cup of half and half. And then enough confectionery sugar to make a frosting. Enough confectionery sugar. See how that is enough? Not quite. Let me get my whisk. Blend that up. More sugar. Oh, I think that's plenty. I think that's going to be just perfect. Okay, and now we get all that in there, and now we beat it. So we got nice creamy frosting right there. Okay, and there's our peanut butter frosting. Now I'm going to get the cake. And that might be enough. Get my knife. That is plenty. And there is the peanut butter delicious cake right there.